Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie.
So, hallo meine lieben Freunde.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Da draußen an
You
euren
should put some
Empfangsgeräten.
coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Herzlich willkommen zu Ingressive Plays Alan Wake. Nach dem kleinen Rückblick, was so bis jetzt passiert ist, haben wir jetzt einen Flashback, so wie das Ganze hier aussieht. Und wir haben gerade eingekauft und dann jetzt Kaffee. Oh, das ist Wetter. Das ist Wetter. Das ist nicht so gutes Wetter. Oh, ja, machen wir nochmal Kaffee.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Was macht unsere Frau eigentlich? Also was arbeitet die? Was haben wir? Ein CC-Fernseher. Ah, noch nicht aufgestellt. Das ist ein Wolkenkratzer, noch ein eine Menge Wolkenkratzer, eine Menge Skyline. Wenn ich so rausguckt, dann sind wir auch, ja, okay, das sind nicht unbedingt Wolkenkratzer, außer wir sind super hoch. Sind wir super hoch? Okay, wir sind ein bisschen hoch, aber ja. Ich wage hier eine Thematik zu spielen. Ich meine, das ist auch so ein bisschen unpraktisch beim Fernsehen gucken. Also ich meine, klar, man sitzt hier und empfängt Gäste und so. Wenn dann hier so ein Fernseher ist und dann sitzt man hier so und dann guckt man, da muss man da so schräg gucken. Auf dem Sofa geht das ja vielleicht noch, aber die Sessel, nicht so smart. Und auch hier an die oberen Bücher ohne Leiter, ist einfach nur Dekor. Das Ding, setzt sich da mal irgendjemand drauf? Ich glaube ja nicht. Was haben wir sonst noch? Noch mehr Night City Skyline. Ja, das scheint unser Arbeitszimmer zu sein. Mit einer Sudden Stop
It's
1.
true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Gruesome Slushy. Eindeutig ein Literatur-Nobelpreisträger verloren gegangen. Was sind wir hier? Gerne. Was sind wir noch? Okay, Return to Sender, an Alex Casey Thriller, What I Can't Forget, an Alex Casey Thriller, Alex Casey, an Alex Casey Thriller, The Things That I Want, an Alex Casey Thriller und The Fall of Casey, an Alex Casey Thriller. Ah, das sind unsere bisherigen Bücher. Und das Sudden Stop, das nächste Buch, wo wir auch diese Paragraphen hier raus hatten. Okay. Wenn wir Examine machen, dann gucken wir uns nur das hier an. Okay. 2 goldene Pistolen für was auch immer. Gut, dann schauen wir mal nach unserer
I
Frau.
just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Ah,
Oh,
Grafikdesignerin.
really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh. Ja. Noch mehr Stadtfotos. Hohe Decken. Sehr gut. Ich mag ja Wohnungen, Häuser mit hohen Decken. Fühlt sich einfach nach so viel Platz an. Wenn die Decke einfach ein bisschen höher ist. Ey, was ist eigentlich dieser QR-Code? Wenn wir dem irgendwas machen.
These look
Jetzt
really
können-
good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Warum ist die
Just get the
offen?
lights back on, now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Ja, unsere
Okay.
gute Frau mit, was war's,
I used to have these
Nyktrophobie?
nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked
Die
me
Angst vor
too.
Dunkelheit.
When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ach doch, wir sind ein bisschen höher. Und die einzigen mit dem Balkon anscheinend.
How do you feel, Mr. Wick? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Wow,
Mr. Wick,
mir fehlt
how
eine
are you
Woche.
feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wick, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you. She's very
Guter
good
Fang.
at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc
Yeah.
Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Der Image, ja? Nicht, dass ihn noch jemand da geschrieben hat.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
Und ein ziemliches Plappermaul. Okay.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Ich habe mal wieder einen alten Fall von, ich habe die Steuerung vergessen. Also. Okay. Richard Bauer, Dansky, Jacob Milan, camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call. Ausrufezeichen, Ausrufezeichen, Ausrufezeichen. Thank you. Missing, ne? Bestimmt ein paar Entwicklerfotos hier. Oh, eine Katze. Wer ist das? Name vielleicht?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Okay, cool. Danke.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Ja, sure. Ich habe nur nach Thermoskanne gesucht. Kein Stress, kein Stress.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Nee,
I
danke.
need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck.
Ah,
He went on a
bingo.
bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Here. God damn it, more lights. I don't like goddamn shadows in here.
I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait.
Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over. Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over. Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Okay, jetzt schauen wir mal.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The
Sure.
deputies, they don't understand. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Oh,
I
danke
shouldn't
schön.
even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward.
Mhm.
Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Shadow Persons. Manuscript Page. Was haben wir hier?
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Ominous. I like it. Oh, was ist denn?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head
Nice.
ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition. Huh? No point in getting over it yet.
Das ist auch ein sehr gut gepflegter Garten.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Unauffällig. Sehr schön. Und das zählt ja inzwischen schon viel fast als Kunstobjekt.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Wahrscheinlich hier die örtliche Marihuana.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Mhm. Haben wir hier noch irgendwas? Nein.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Also ich schreibe die Geschichte und ich erlebe als Protagonist die... Also ich schreibe die... So wie so verstehe ich das jetzt gerade.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Ich schätze, wir werden es herausfinden.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Ich meine, ja, das ist richtig. Also, so überheblich seinen eigenen Fans gegenüber zu sein, auch wenn sie einem nerven, ist ein bisschen arschig, Alan.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
What,
Charlie? You shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Yeah, that's how things usually go, don't they? Ja, das macht Sinn, evolutionstechnisch der Stegosaurus zum Mammut. Mhm.
When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that?
Well, ja, aber was soll ich denn machen? Kann man nicht raus. Chips. Kram. Hätte meinen können, dass jetzt zumindest irgendwo so eine Skriptseite rumfährt. Okay.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Was für
Well, at least
Arschlöcher.
Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky.
Gut.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
Ja, ist in
He's on
Ordnung.
the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
Agenten,
You
ne?
gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head.
Ah, ist die Falle.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
Ja.
Can you tell me
Ist
how to get
sich
to Lover's Peak?
Oh,
auch
sure.
eine sehr
It's
nette
at the end of
Location.
the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay, cool.
If you're trying
Easy
to pull a joke
peasy.
on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy
Dicke
who was
Jacke an, und dann
bulletproof
Hosen,
until
die
you
nicht bis
pointed a
zu
flashlight
den
at him.
Schuhen
You
reichen.
hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms,
Ja,
strapped
sure.
to their beds,
Alles klar, Barry.
white shirts with
Gonna
two
get to my
long tangled
cabin.
up sleeves.
Ah, okay, also
This crazy talk, Al. Al. Al?
wir haben jetzt den ganzen
We should go to the
Abend das
sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Great.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist. Or it'll be
Yokels.
deliverance all over again.
Ein Wortspiel auf Locals, aber mit was? Yokels. Ja. Das ist doch ein Ort zum Chillen. Zum Vermieten. Hingehen, chillen. Nicht alle Türen offen, aber hey, okay. Thermoskanne Kaffee kann nicht schaden. Batterien, ja. Genau, das war das. Und ich habe keine Pistole mehr. Ja, das macht irgendwie Sinn. Ah. Ja. Passieren unheimliche Dinge, wenn ich die Lichter ausmache. Witzig. Na gut, dann gehen wir mal raus. Wenn hier irgendwas Interessantes rumliegen, nee. Nee, sind das Schnee? Das sind Schneeschuhe, ja. Ah, also wirklich eine schöne Location hier, so zum Chillen. So ein Urlaubswochenende oder eine ganze Woche Urlaub, warum nicht? Na, überlegen wir wahrscheinlich. Ja. Ja, runter, ich will mal was hin. Zum Beispiel eine Thermoskanne. Und, also, oh, die Location wird ja immer besser und besser. Jetzt eine ganze Woche hier chillt. Das war super entspannt. Das wäre mal ein Urlaub. Ah, das wäre echt cool. Hier noch irgendwas? Ne? Okay, das sieht doch gut aus. Ja. Alles klar, das ist der Rennknopf. Sehr schön. Rennknopf ist immer das Wichtigste. Nachdem ich im Konarium das ein bisschen verkackt habe und zwischendurch komplett vergessen habe, wie man rennt. So ein bisschen unvorteilhaft, möchte ich mal sagen. Was haben wir denn? Barry? Ah, habe ich hier direkt was verpasst?
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Ah. Na. Ah, ich habe vorher nur den falschen Knopf gedrückt. Use.
Barry had the keys to the car. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Okay, dann schauen wir einfach mal, was hier hinten noch so los ist. Ich hoffe, ich überrasche niemanden. Ne? Oh.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Simulation.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Bat.
Okay.
But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course.
Oh.
And I'll be one of the pie judges, too.
Ich habe mich gesehen.
Takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Das ist auch ein super Cliffhanger für die nächste Episode mit der Schattengestalt da draußen. Das war timingmäßig aber sehr knorke. Naja, also Leute, wenn wir jetzt schauen möchten, wie es mit diesem Kidnapper weitergeht, ob wir den jetzt tatsächlich treffen, wer das ist, dann schaltet doch rein zur nächsten Episode, wenn es wieder heißt, Ingressive plays Alan Wake. Also, macht's gut. Tschaußen.